As you can see, that is just in the centre of my fingers. And again, just in the centre, in here. So, these marks here, I'm going to try and lightly mark these with my pen, and it just fits for Grant that his sun measurements are that much in distance. And I can know that roughly because I have measured Grant's sun measurements before. That was just slightly out there. Yeah, that one's just slightly out at the bottom. I just lift it up because my pen's knocking on his knuckles. There we go, and that one's there. That one's there. And that one's there. So these are the sun measurements marked upon Grant's arm. And of course, obviously on a patient I wouldn't make big marks, I would just possibly put little dots. So we're looking at large intestine number 6, and this is side passage. So the position of the patient supine or seated with the forearm position, so the palmar surface of the hand and the anterior surface of the forearm are against the torso with the elbow flexed at 90 degrees. So if Grant was sitting down, we'd ask him to be in that position. Not quite as horizontal. But as he's lying down, it's okay for his arm to be here. The location here is going to be on the posterior aspect of the forearm, on the ulnar aspect of the radius. So this is the ulnar bone running up here, and his radial bone runs across this side of the arm. So we're going to look at this side of this bone. It's on the line connecting large intestine 5 with large intestine 11. Large intestine 11 is going to be at the top of the arm, and that's the point we're going to end at. But large intestine 5 is here. So we're probably looking somewhere between these points here. On the intersection formed by the ulnar side of the radius and the seam between the extensor pollicis brevis and abductor pollicis longus muscles. So what we're going to do is have a quick look and see if we can find the extensor pollicis longus muscles. And to do that, we'll reference this book. And here we have the hands. And I'm fairly sure that somewhere I had the arms marked. Here. And you see the extensor pollicis longus and pollicis brevis here. You can see them down here, back of this hand, G, H and I. So the inductor here, pollicis longus here, and pollicis brevis coming through here. So that's between the bone, there, and there. We're going to find this muscle group. So here, this is where we're looking here. And we're looking 3 sun approximately to large intestine 5 in the wrist flexure. On the intersection formed by the ulnar side of the radius and the seam between the extensor pollicis brevis and abductor pollicis longus. So L5, 3 sun, so 3 sun here. If you can wiggle your fingers, Grant, so I can see if I can feel the muscles. Right. So I'm going to place this here. That's intestine 6. Large intestine 7, warm currents. So the location of this, on the posterior aspect of the forearm, on the ulnar aspect of the radius bone, on the line connecting large intestine 5 with large intestine 11, in the seam between the extensor digitorum and the extensor carpi radius muscles, 5 sun proximately to large intestine 5. And 7 sun distal to large intestine 11, the transverse cubital crease. So we're looking around here, we're looking between the muscles again, and if Grant moves his fingers I can just feel, you tense your arm? Here, I can just feel the muscle here, and this is the one I'm looking for. And if I can see it clearly on the arm on the computer. Okay, so we're going to mark this one in. I'm going to look for these muscles. I'm going to mark this in here. Here. And if you can see, if Grant was holding his arm here, they would be coming down in a line there. And I think I will probably put... Yeah, I'll keep that there.